On-demand water heaters. I love them. Hi, I'm Jim the Grumpy Plumber. This is my favorite brand. This is a Navien. And Navien's been around quite a long time. They've got some great ideas. When you got an on-demand heater, they just have a longer life on them that we're finding out. You have instant hot water. You don't have storage to them. They can go indoors or outdoors depending on your climate. Now, as far as the features of a Navien that I like, and a lot of them are coming out, but this is the one thing that you don't need a circulating pump on this. So you can set them up that you can have instant hot water just about anywhere in your house. And I say just about. You know, you always kind of can't get the most perfect spot on it, but the most common house, if the heater's at one end and the bathroom's at the other end, that works out just fine. A lot of people, years ago, we had to put circulating pumps on them. We had to add tanks to do that, and a pump and all that, but everything is now in these babies. They just come ready to go. You hook them up and you've got circulation and you've got on-demand water right now. I mean, that's the greatest thing in the world, and you can't run out of water. My favorite is, of course, the Navien, okay? I just told you. But the reason I like the Navien, it's kind of like they were the last ones in. And they came up with and fixed all the problems the other ones had on it. These can handle like up to, I think they say 4 showers in a lab. Now, how many people are going to run 4 showers at one time in their house? But, you know, I can run 2 showers. It doesn't happen very often. Every once in a while, I invite the kids, you know, and then we might have 2 showers running at the same time. Even one of my neighbors, we have a 4-plex near us, and we put in 2 Naviens in that 4-plex. There's 8 bathrooms in them, and they love them. Matter of fact, we kind of wonder why we put 2 of them in there. But it's working. Everything's working. Everybody likes them. They've got instant hot water. Before, they had circulating pumps that were getting old. They were getting leaks from the circulating lines. They've eliminated all this stuff. This brand, price-wise, you know, they're all getting about the same thing, you know. But, you know, it all gets down to it. It's not so much the price of the heater, it's how much you can have it installed for. Now, usually these, you know, to put in this particular situation you're looking at right here was about $4,000. That's a unit, that's a piping, that's a time. It's a, you know, the unit and a day's work to do it. One thing you got to do, make sure, is you got a large enough gas line, but even these new ones will run on a 1/2-inch gas line, depending how close you are to like a 1-inch gas line. I think they'll give you 25 feet, something like that, and that's good. That makes a lot of people like it. You can vent them outdoors by PVC pipe. If they're outdoors, you don't even need a vent on them. So, you know, they're a great item. I mean, it's like if you're thinking about a new water heater, get an on-demand. I mean, get in, you know, if you have natural gas or propane, you can't get them electric yet, and I'm sure they're working on them. I think it'd be the greatest thing in the world to have them in electric, because a lot of people have electric water heaters. One thing about maintenance is on them, you pretty much have them on a water softener. They don't lime up as bad, but once a year, not once a year. You know, they're going to tell you every 3 years or whatever it is. And that's another thing, warranty-wise. You put it in with the water softener on it, you get a 10-year warranty on this thing. You don't have a water softener, I think it's 5 years, but don't hold me to those things, okay? Everyone's different on it. But yeah, I have cleaned mine. This is not mine, but I've cleaned mine in the 7 or 8 years I've had it. I've cleaned it once. As a matter of fact, that was about a year ago. Didn't even notice anything to it. The water was just fine. But you know, a good water softener, which all of them are good, but they'll keep the water clean, and you're not going to get the lime problem. If you get a leak inside, you can have it fixed. If it's leaking in the first 10 years that you got it, pretty much Navien will send you the parts. But I highly recommend the Navien on-demand water heater. And I am not getting paid for this. And another feature they have too is, if not on maintenance, but if you have a problem with them, the service man or even you can call them up, and they have an app, and they'll do a video. So they're looking at the machine to make sure it's been put in right, or might be able to tell you what buttons to push. The newer units that are out right now, they're very simple. You just almost turn them on and they're about ready to roll. And they're not, you know, they're getting the bugs out of these things, but you know, they got bugs in everything, no matter what you buy nowadays. So, but yeah, like I say, big avid fan of a Navien on-demand water heater. Thank you. And if you don't believe me, hey, the gardener's always walking by here. Ask him.